Okay, brothers and sisters, my name is Reverend Father Oloma Chineye John. I'm here to encourage you. In Nigeria, we have started our 14 days compulsory lockdown to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And I hope you are complying with the directive of the government. I can understand our feelings and our pains of not meeting in the church and other things. If you're a Christian and you're still having troubles with it, I want to encourage you with Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20. There God said to his people, he said, "Go my people, go into your private homes, shut yourself in, lock yourself up for a while until this retribution passes." There was temple, there was synagogue, but God did not tell them to go and stay there. No, God told them to go into their rooms. So don't let this get too much at you. The church will continue after this. Now I want to give you 3 P's or 3 things starting with the letter P that will help us go through this period without getting cranky or even shutting down ourselves. What has shut down our activities, not us. The first P is prayer, or the 3 P's are pray, play, and plan. Pray, play, and plan. Prayer. Luke chapter 18 verse 1, Jesus said, "Men ought always to pray and never lose heart." Philippians 4 from verse 5, St. Paul says, "Never worry about anything, not things. Go to God with prayer, short through with thanksgiving." God will hear your prayer. If you pray with your family, Matthew 18:20, "Where 2 or 3 gather in my name, and then there is," or you alone, pray, God will hear you. Prayer keeps you conscious of God's presence, which never leaves us. So pray and believe that God will hear you. God will hear you. God is not limited by place or by number. Then the second thing is play. I want to use play for exercise. Do some exercise. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 7, St. Paul says, "Physical exercise profits enough, but spiritual exercise profits beyond this world." In other words, it has both profits here and in the world to come. But Paul recognizes that physical exercise profits. I was surprised when some people share with me that they were also surprised when some believers, some of their brethren, saw them doing sports and asked them, "Hey, you, a born again, you are still doing sports, you are still doing exercise?" Do you know that some believers do not believe that born again Christians should not do exercise or sports? Anyway, do some exercise. It's good for your health. It's good for your health mentally, physiologically, and all of that. Get some sports to do. As you can see, I am a footballer. This is my favorite sports. I'm a gunner for that matter. Yes, a proud gunner. And you know that Arsenal would have actually taken the Premier League this year if not for this coronavirus. So all these other clubs, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, they should just thank God. It's not for coronavirus. You know, we have Arteta now. You know, Arsenal would have taken the league. But anyway, the point is do some exercise. If you want to skip the rope, or you want to take a jog, you want to take a walk, or you can jog, or you can dance, aerobics, do some exercise is good for you. Remember, you have little or no strenuous work to do now. So all the energy and calories that come from eating, what are you going to do with them? You do not live to eat, you eat to live. That means what you eat, you use it for something. But if you don't, the body becomes like a dumping ground. Do some exercise. And you can even use one stone and kill 2 birds. While exercising, you can do some spiritual stuff. While I was jogging around the estate, I was saying my rosary. So you can say your rosary, the chaplet. You can say the Divine Mercy prayer as you are jogging, or as you are skipping, or as you are walking and stuff like that. Or you put your headphone, play some gospel music, and pray along as you do the exercise. Just do some exercise. Then the last P is plan. Plan your day. If you don't plan your day, these days will look so long and so dry and so boring. In fact, some people already, it's not even up to, because we have partial lockdown from last week, some people are already complaining, "Hey, Father, I'm almost miserable, you know, there is nothing, everything is," if you don't plan your day, this day will look like eternity, and you might slip into depression, or you might even do stupid things that you would not like. So plan your day. All these other ones I haven't spoken about fall under planning. So you plan your day, you have time to wake up, time to pray, time to do exercise, time to eat, and then time to do other constructive or profitable things like reading. Read. This is the time to read. Read a book, and please read a book that challenges your prejudices and your usual orientation. If all you have been reading before are books on speaking in tongues, on how to see vision, how to break through, how to cast out devils, okay, those are good, but mix your books. There is nothing as dangerous as somebody who have read only one book. Read other books. Read books on medical science. Read book on history of the world. Read book on astrophysics. There are many books you can read. Read books that challenge you, that makes you, have a wider view in life. Is that you are born again does not mean all you read are just books written by anointed men and women of God. Read other books. The world is big enough, and God owns everything. Remember, the earth and its fullness thereof belongs to the Lord. So read book. Men, you can do other things in the house. This is time for you to do some plumbing work or some carpentry work, which you didn't have time to do before. And mothers, teach your children now. There are many things you can engage them. Teach them how to do some domestic work, like cooking. Teach your children how to cook. Both boys and girls, mothers, teach your boys too how to cook. We are living in a generation now where women have started doing what they were not doing before. Like now, women also are breadwinners. So before, men were not cooking, but now men can also cook for their wives or for the family and all that. And all those things have a way of cementing relationships. So while you are at it, don't teach only the girls how to cook and how to clean and stuff like that. Teach the boys too how to cook, how to clean and be domestic. All of these are going to engage. And I believe that when we engage ourselves like this, the days will pass and we shall come out stronger. Don't be discouraged. Don't get tired. Psalm 30 verse 5 says, at night there are tears, but joy comes in the morning. The joy of our morning will come suddenly, follows the night. So after this event, after this whole thing, we shall come out stronger and better. Until then, keep fit, both spiritually and physically. And may God bless you. Amen.